Up until now, I've been able to hide behind a single static illustration for the VHS cover. Now, I've got to take that static image and all the promise that it holds, I've got to animate it and not mess it up. This week, I get to start work on the animated trailer for Bikini Bowling Bloodbath Babes. But before I animate anything, I've got to storyboard the entire thing. These aren't professional storyboards. They don't need to be clean or pretty. I'm a one-man studio, so I don't need to communicate this to anyone else but myself. What I'm doing is taking the loose script that I've created and stress testing it visually. As I said before, I want these animations in the style of movie trailers. That format gives you a lot of creative freedom, but it also doesn't excuse you from storytelling. These animations still have to work as standalone shorts, so it still needs a clear beginning, middle, and end. The biggest trailer influence that actually captures the vibe I'm after, especially with the overall structure, is Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior.
In a world without gas.
The Among Us rules the wasteland!
I'm gravely disappointed that you wish to take the gasoline out of the wasteland.
If you go back, watch the original trailer, it's only about 2.5 minutes long, but in that time, it basically tells you the entire movie, and it works.
Max.
It's a long time since I've seen driving like that, man.
The warrior of the road.
Every day we get weaker while they get stronger.
You want to get out of here? You talk to me.
It introduces the world. Within the first minute, it already establishes that these people are protecting the fuel and these marauders are coming to steal it. And then it escalates pretty fast. We get flashes of action and we see this community is hopelessly outmatched, but then Max is introduced. Straight away, we see him kicking ass and we instantly know that this guy changes the equation. From that point, the trailer just becomes pure momentum and it's all stitched together with a voiceover narration. It all ends with this iconic hero pullback where we see Max and the title, Mad Max, The Road Warrior. Oof. What a trailer. What a movie. If you took that exact trailer structure and transformed it into an animation, it would be completely satisfying on its own. And you'd walk away thinking, I need more of this. Where do I get more of this? That's exactly what I want people to feel after watching Bikini Bowling Bloodbath Babes. Another trailer that sticks with me is Street Trash, specifically one small section. These guys drink the tainted alcohol, they begin to convulse and vomit and mutate, and then they explode into these gory messes. Within a few seconds, it demonstrates cause and effect really well. The audience instantly knows what's happening without any explanation.
It's easy to find us. We're all over the place. Street trash.
And then there's the basket case trailer. Incredibly simple concept. It's basically just people asking, what's in the basket?
What's in the basket? Easter eggs?
What's in the basket?
Clothes.
What's in the basket?
Nothing.
What's in the basket?
What's in the basket?
Open it, if you dare. Basket case.
It builds around one simple idea, an unanswered question. Structurally, that trailer could absolutely work as an animated short. These are great examples of not needing complexity if you're committed to a single idea. And beyond trailers, I'm also looking at camera language because I don't want safe, boring shots. I want awkward Dutch angle B-movie setups, something that looks like it was ripped from a comic book page. And that's where Sam Raimi comes in. Obviously, the Evil Dead movies are a huge influence. Everything from the vibe, the energy, the pacing, the setups, the slapstick energy, all of it. But you can also see a lot of intention behind the camera.
Is the placement of the camera or the movement of the camera, whatever the camera is doing, zooming or craning up or down, is that the same feeling we want to get across with what the image is? Are they one and the same, or is it helping the image?
The framing is never boring. It's obvious this guy learned how to set up a camera from reading comic books. All of the above are basically style guides. They show us that we can compress an experience into a very short running time as long as the structure is there. I start storyboarding and immediately I hit my first big design problem. On the VHS illustration, I only drew them in one pose. I don't know how they're going to read over multiple shots and angles. And that's a very dangerous place to be in before animating. Animation doesn't care how cool a design or a character looks in one single image. It cares whether you can carry that over in multiple images.
Yes, but we've got to do it from different angles, again and again. And again.
Some of the characters were fully rendered on the cover, others were simplified background figures. That imbalance needs to be corrected with some character design. I take each ball breaker and I create a character reference. Nothing fancy, doesn't have to be polished, just enough that when I'm animating, I can completely turn that character around in my mind without any sort of hesitation. Because if I can't do that now, I'm going to hit a wall when the animation gets really complex. I get all that in place, I can go back to storyboarding. The setup isn't just about girls bowling, we're setting them up as cocky, as confident, celebrating, as a real unit. And that matters because if we don't like these girls, when the second half kicks in, it's not going to land as hard. As much as I want to rush straight to the gore, if we do that, it will feel flat. It will feel undeserved. We need to let it build, like waiting on a pint of Guinness. The locals have been watching the whole time with a mixture of annoyance and resentment, and we'll get some more beats and then we'll hit the turning point and then it will escalate really fast. Crank up the momentum, faster cuts, and we build towards our set piece. The money shot, the moment when the ball breaker bowls the severed head down the lane, smashes into the pins, strike, freeze frame, bikini, bowling, bloodbath, babes. If we don't nail it, if that sequence doesn't land hard, we go out on a whimper. So we need the animation to be on point. After the title card, in classic trailer fashion, we have one more beat. We cut to the ball return machine. In the aftermath of the chaos, it starts rumbling. The girl's heads snap around. What is this? And suddenly it spits out that severed head. It flies across the room, smashes into the wall, hits the ground with a massive thud, blood and gore everywhere. That's the exclamation mark. That's how we end it. Next week, we start to bring all of this chaos truly to life. Background design, animatics, animation tests. This is when we really start to see the fruits of all our labor. Well, I hope so. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And, you know, don't be shy. Follow the channel. And then there's the basket case trailer. Incredibly simple concept.